Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into the pretty wild world of Forex influencers. Now, let's be clear right up front. Many Forex influencers out there are absolutely genuine educators, but there is a dangerously large number of them who use incredibly deceptive marketing tricks to reel in beginners who are just desperate for quick cash. Understanding exactly how these tactics work is crucial because it can protect you from losing your money, blowing your accounts, or wasting literally years chasing an illusion. So let's separate the genuine mentors from the clever marketers.
Okay, you've definitely seen this ridiculous yet shockingly common promise flooding your social media feeds. We all have, right? It's usually a video of someone holding up a huge stack of cash, shouting about some foolproof secret strategy. And honestly, it sounds amazing, especially if you're feeling totally burnt out at your day job. But this exact pitch is just bait for a very dangerous trap.
We really have to ask ourselves, how does this highly curated illusion manage to trap so many people? Like, why do 90% of traders end up losing their capital? Well, it's because these specific influencers are preying on people who just want financial independence and a way out of the 9-to-5 grind. They aren't actually selling you a financial education. They're selling you a heavily weaponized dream.
Which brings us to our first major topic, the Forex lifestyle illusion.
These visuals you're constantly seeing, the rented Lamborghinis, the weekend Airbnb mansions, the perfectly staged high-rise office setups, they are specifically designed to short-circuit your logical brain. They make beginners subconsciously link a guru's supposed trading skills to this massive sudden success, tricking you into believing that Forex is a shortcut to instant wealth.
Let's look at how fake gurus actually profit.
Here is the real, behind-the-scenes business model of a fake guru, and it reveals a massive conflict of interest. They project this whole illusion of constant, massive market profits. But their true revenue, it actually comes from selling courses, charging you monthly fees for their VIP signal groups, and cashing in on broker affiliate links. At the end of the day, they're marketers, not professional traders.
And they will charge outrageous amounts, sometimes up to $5,000 for a so-called secret masterclass. But what are you actually buying for $5,000? The reality is that these insanely expensive courses are almost always just repackaging basic, foundational concepts. We're talking simple support and resistance or moving averages, stuff you can learn right now for absolutely free on YouTube.
All right, moving on to spotting the scam tactics.
So this is the classic signal group scam playbook. It's a highly repeatable trap. First, they cherry-pick and post only their winning trades publicly to build up a bunch of hype. Then, they funnel you into a paid VIP group. Once you're inside, they actively encourage you to over-leverage, which means risking way too much of your account on a single trade. Inevitably, the members blow their accounts, while the guru just quietly keeps collecting those monthly subscription fees.
Just contrast the impossible guarantee of a 95% win rate with the boring mathematical reality of an actual professional trader. Scammers will use edited screenshots and demo accounts to fake perfection. But real professionals, they take losses frequently. They go through drawdowns. Their entire edge in the market is built on incredibly strict risk management, not some magical never-lose win rate.
And honestly, even worse is the affiliate manipulation. A lot of fake gurus intentionally encourage high-volume trading and massive leverage simply because of how their broker partnerships are set up. When you open an account through their link, overtrade, and ultimately lose your money, they often get a direct cut of those commissions. Your blown account is quite literally funding their next vacation video.
Let's talk about the psychological manipulation at play here.
These guys are absolute masters at targeting beginners emotionally. They throw around catchphrases like "university is useless" or "your boss is using you." They are validating your totally normal desire to escape the rat race, but then they weaponize that vulnerability to sell you a poisonous shortcut. It's an alienation tactic designed to make you trust only them and their exclusive knowledge.
And the social media algorithms are totally complicit in this too. The algorithm feeds you highly stimulating highlights, the fast profits, the viral motivation clips, but what it completely hides is the immense struggle, the emotional breakdowns, and the literal years of studying that are required to even just break even in the financial markets.
Which brings us to the core issue that absolutely destroys beginners. It's the biggest lie, treating trading like a lottery ticket instead of a disciplined performance skill. Once you start believing it's a get-rich-quick scheme, you inevitably start revenge trading after a loss, over-leveraging your positions, and you're no longer trading, you were just gambling.
But thankfully, there are signs of genuine educators.
You can really notice the stark contrast in how they pitch to you. If someone is rushing you with a limited slots available today only tactic, or they're guaranteeing profits, just run. A real educator is stoic. They will patiently explain why trades fail. They openly show you their own losses, and they emphasize emotional discipline way above any kind of secret indicator.
Let's look at the reality of trading.
The real edge in this market doesn't come from a secret banking strategy or some hidden algorithm. The true path is actually rooted in slow growth. It comes from strict risk management, meticulous journaling of every single trade you take, and mastering your own psychology so you don't self-destruct the second the market moves against you.
Here is the true path forward. If you actually want to survive your first few years, you need to lock these principles into your brain. Ignoring the hype and focusing on these boring but absolutely essential habits is what will actually keep you in the game. Strip away all the noise. Learn just one strategy deeply. Trade a demo account as if it were your life savings, and fiercely protect your capital.
I want to leave you with this final thought for today's explainer. The market doesn't care about your rented car, and it certainly doesn't care about the hype. It rewards patience. So, are you willing to put in the years of discipline required to treat this like a real business, or are you just going to be the next person chasing a very expensive illusion? Think about that before you place your next trade. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll see you next time.